Hey, hey, why does the wheel not... Why does it not turn so much to the left as it does to the right? Like, do you see that? Is it just me? Okay. Hey everyone, welcome to another Forza Horizon 5 barn find video. Actually, we've got a new vehicle today. We have a Ram Power Wagon. I mean, considering we're, sort of... I want to say overlanding, but I might be misusing that. So, considering we're sort of off-roading day... Oh my god, do you see how wonky this is? Why does it not... Why does the steering wheel... So the steering wheel turns way more than the actual tires do, and yet turning radius is... How is that supposed to work? Playground, fix that, because that's kind of... That's both janky and stupid. Anyway though, we are back in Horizon 5 doing another barn find video with an appropriate vehicle this time. We have the Ram Power Wagon with the annoyingly janky steering. And I figured I'd do that because I figured I'd use this because I love the Power Wagon. Honestly, one of my favorite vehicles, bar none, if I'm honest with you. And it's perfect for off-roading, given that the Power Wagon is meant to be really, really good over this kind of terrain. So, I figured, hey, why not? Instead of a Jeep, let's go with the Power Wagon, because I love the Power Wagon. We will use the Gladiator, though, and assuming we don't find all of the barn finds in this video, which we probably won't, I think I've got... Even after I find... Oh my farting god. Even after we find the next one after this one, we've still got about 2 others, I think. We had a new one pop up. Funnily enough, we had a new one crop up.
Orale! It's an F40. I can't believe it. Help me get it out of here.
What was I about to say again? I forgot there was a plane going by, so I had to mute myself for a second. I think I was talking about the Power Wagon.
Tell him to get out the Rosa Corsa. See you soon.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, the Power Wagon's meant for this kind of... Oh, wait, no, I was talking about the Jeep, yeah. Well, in the first minute of the video, we've already found one of the barn finds. So... we might end up making 3 in this video. We might get to 3, but what I was gonna say was, assuming we don't find them all in this video, I'll probably end up using the Gladiator and another Jeep in the next installment, actually. Because, of course, you can't do this type of thing and not be in a Jeep. But I also kind of feel like you can't do this type of thing and not be in a Power Wagon. A Power Wagon is the Jeep of Rams, for the most part. Outside of, the Scrambler and then the new Gladiator. This was, at least for Mopar, this was one of the best, or this was as close as you could get to a Jeep truck. The Power Wagon may have it might have poor breakover angle because of its length, and its departure angle may not be great because of the rear overhang, but this truck has a little thing called articulation, and it has Jeep-level articulation. Look up Ram 2500 Power Wagon, I don't know, articulation into YouTube, and you'll see what I mean. These trucks, it's almost as if the Ram engineers got the Jeep engineers to come over and help them out with articulation, off-roading, and all that. That is to say, the Power Wagon is very, very good off-roading, very, very capable. Just died in 4th gear there. I think this one uses the 6.4-liter Apache V8, and if you don't know what the Apache is, well, yeah, I kind of gave it away with the 6.4-liter, but basically, it's the 392 V8 we've seen in Scat Pack Challengers and old SRT8s. And by old SRT8s, I mean before Scat Pack replaced the SRT8s. Big understeer. And the ones we see, hell, we still see them in Scat Packs today, in the normal Scat Packs, wide bodies, etc. It's the 485 horsepower, though not in this vehicle. It's the 485 horsepower, 475, I believe, pound-feet of torque, 392 Hemi V8, and that's sort of the one that's in this one, except the trucks get a slightly different version of that engine. They only get 410 horsepower, but I think they get about 90%, maybe 95% of the torque as their, what I'd call the streetcar Hemi siblings. They call this the truck, what do they call it? The 6.4 truck engine, I believe it's called. At least that's what it's called in the build and price, if I remember correctly. So, yeah. But 410 horsepower is still not bad. Although, I am a little disappointed. I really would have liked the 6.7 liter Cummins straight 6. I would have loved to have I would have loved to have heard how that sounded in this game. That would have been pretty cool, but, you know, it is what it is. Although, in fairness, I do also think that that engine has more torque, so it maybe would have helped with the acceleration. Now, the tricky part here... Oh, wow, look at that! You can actually see the beams! The beams on the headlight. That's so sick. The tricky part here is that it's getting dark. And what that means is it's going to be... What that means is it's going to become exceptionally... Crap. Oh, wow, the truck bounced. It's going to become exceptionally difficult to see...
Alex asked about the classic off-roader. You should come get the Jimmy before he does.
Whatever. It's going to become exceptionally difficult to see the barn in the distance, assuming I even get that lucky and see it in the distance. So, things are going to get rather interesting here. Now, the nighttime doesn't seem to last nearly as long in this game as it did in Horizon 4, so, you know, that's one good thing, at least, but... Yeah, on the whole, I think this is about to become a lot more difficult. What is interesting, though, is that the barn, as of late, seems to frequently be in relatively open areas. It's not as secluded as I would have expected. It's certainly not hidden as craftily as the barns were in Horizon 4, which is a little disappointing because that was part of the fun in Horizon 4, was having to sneak into these really desolate areas in the map, these really well-hidden areas in the map, and then find the cheekily placed barn. That was fun. It was kind of infuriating because it took a long time to find it, but that was part of the fun. That was part of the challenge. Was part of the fun. Even if it was a tad infuriating. I'm sad we don't have the touchscreen on though. Even if the touchscreen was just on like a Uconnect screen, it didn't actually work. I'm still a little sad by that. Also, I would have added more power to this thing, because I know it's slow. And one of the ways I would have done it was change the exhaust, because that does change the sound of the truck a little bit. Makes it sound better, of course. But I wanted you guys to hear what this thing sounded like stock, because you didn't get to hear what the Gen 5 ACR sounded like stock. Well, you did in my first hour-long Horizon video, so maybe my worries were slightly unfounded. Also, look at that. Look at the blue on the tail lights. That is so cool. Yeah, Turn 10 really needs to fix that though, because it's... Look at how... That's just so... That's so wonky. The steering's not turning nearly enough to have that kind of turning circle. See, now this is where things get really creepy, very eerie. Fog in the dense, humid forest. If Horizon 5 had come out a lot bit earlier this year, and I had planned on doing it, this game would have been perfect. This game would have been absolutely perfect for another round of spooky car stories. It would have made for the perfect backdrop. Because in last year's video I used Horizon 4 instead, and that worked really well. Can't say I was displeased with the way the game turned out there. Or with the way the backdrop turned out there. So I guess what I want to know right now is, okay, I was going to say, is it out in the open? No. But if you ask me, if it was going to be anywhere, if the barn was going to be anywhere, it would be in this portion of the map, this sector, if you will. Because there's a lot of space. I think I see it right over there. I was going to say there's a lot of space and it's kind of far from the road, so if you were going to put it anywhere, it'd be perfect out here. So I think the trick is going to be wherever these things are, go far away from the road.
Don't move. I'm coming.
You think I want to move in the dark like this? Hell no. Okay, and it's just sunny out. Okay. It took man's 24 hours to get out here. What a dirtbag. Yo! Oh, that's sick. I know they've been in Forza. I just don't think I've ever bought one. That's sick. I need to get the Daytona Coupe and see if I can make a head-to-head video at some point. Or article.
We've hit the jackpot.
Yeah. We won't have to work for the rest of our lives.
Wait wait till you see this thing return to its former glory. I'll call you.
Alright, that is the second one found. At least the second one in this video. So what I think we're gonna do is the next one, because we're only 10 minutes into this video. So we've got this one still to do. We've got that one. We've got this one near the Horizon Festival. I thought there was one more. Nope. Okay. At least not yet. And I think the one we're heading to, same strategy. Except, with the way the road is laid out in that search area, I think it's going to be in the middle. That's what my guess is. Come on. You have 410 horsepower. I know you weigh doggone nearly 6,000 pounds, but 410 horsepower is still big jazz pen as far as power is concerned. And 460-something pound-feet of torque. But perhaps this engine wasn't made... I mean, it's a truck version of the engine, so of course it wasn't made for performance, but maybe it was really kind of nerfed in the performance department to be better at towing. I just love the attention to detail with the beams coming away from the headlights in the very light fog. That's just so cool, and I don't think that's something we really had in a Forza game. Maybe not since 3. That's just brilliant, though. I love it, and I love the headlights on this truck. I've always liked the facelifted DS Ram 1500s or 2500 as it is. We've got some speed up. That's nice. I wonder how good this thing will be at rock crawling. I don't think it's got the power. I wonder if the Gladiator... Even though the Gladiator has less power, it's also not as heavy, so I wonder if the Gladiator will beat it out. I'll have to do a video of that, too. Looks like I haven't been on this road either. This one kind of reminds me of Horizon 4. Alright. So like I said, given the way the road curves around this area... I think it's going to be in the middle here. Even though it's a little empty. And if it's not, it's maybe right in here. It's not empty. It really isn't empty, but I feel like it could be in here because the darker spots I think are trees. I think those are trees, and that might mean a little bit more seclusion, which would mean better places to hide it. So here, maybe here, or God forbid up there. But for now, we're going to keep searching this area. Because I think this area... There it is! I was right! That's actually close to the road. That's really close to the road. Playground, I'm sorry. I've got your formula down, though. It's not random enough.
Bien. Be there soon.
I've got your pattern now, Playground. Your predictability is showing. And it's day and sunny. Yes, absolutely. Totally was. Yes. What the fart is that?
Ah, definitely a classic.
Really?
Camioneta. Ford F100.
I like that. That's cool. Not like if there was a Dodge truck, I would have preferred that, sure. But I'm glad this is in the game. That's pretty cool. And honestly, to me, it really fits with the theme, or it fits with the atmosphere of
I haven't worked on
Mexico.
one of these since I was 10. I'll call you when it's done.
How the hell did they have one when you were 10? In any case, though, I'm gonna call it here for this video. We have done 3. We've got 2 more left to go. At least 2 more that have shown up. I could do 1 more, but I really want to save it so that we have a full-length video for the next installment in this series. In any case, though, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, share, and consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, thank you very much. I really, really appreciate that. Please make sure you hit the little notification bell and all notifications. That way you're notified every time I upload. I will see you all next time.